What is up? This is your boy Anecdotal, and today I'm going to finish up hero rating with the one, the only, the teacher, the man that takes away your powers and quirks, Aizawa. Who also I don't like as a character at all. I don't know how to play him, man. He has like 3 stances, and just because of him, when people were using him in PvP, I was just so out of it, bro. I did not like that this guy was introduced in the game because it's so much, man. I just can't with his playstyle. So really, I'm just gonna fast forward here. I'm gonna put in whatever it says. I'm gonna look in the recommendeds and I'm gonna put that in. Now, in the small little instances that I did decide, hey, apparently he's an okay character. Of course, this was way back when the game first came out. Right now, he is a relic, all right? Don't pull for him unless you don't have him, so you can do what I'm about to do, and that's do hero rating with him. Get yourself more attack, defense, and HP, but you don't need to put anything on him, man. Ignore this guy. He is nothing, all right? But what you're gonna have to do is you just want to do your regular attack skills. I see that using his actual skills doesn't really up his meter, and after you do that, you fill everything up, and you're able to use his special. His special, which is another part that I wish would have auto-targeted. If you don't have to aim for a special, I think it would have been so much better. But he's kind of like invincible. He's in like a crazy sort of iframe where you have to move your circular face thing. It's supposed to sort of symbolize how he has to look at somebody to take away their quirks and all. So it's cool aesthetically, but the actual process of clicking the special button, waiting a few seconds, realizing that you're in that circular thing, finding your way to your opponent, and then clicking that attack to actually do anything is not great. As you can see, bam, I did it right there. Huge damage, right? Nice. But I just really don't like the fact that it takes so long to do. Everyone else, you just kind of do a skill and it does its thing. You know, the variety is cool, but I just don't feel like the damage was worthwhile, and it really feels like all of his DPS all relies on that, because he's more of a trickster. Thing is, if you can't really finesse, you know, throw your little spikes on the floor, run around, throw the wraps, do the ult, it's just like a difficult character to mess with. So right here, man, I'm trying to do my thing here. As you can see, they are escaping me right now. I'm trying to do what I can with my wraps. I can't really get all of my attacks because he kind of pushes himself back. He does a jump back when he drops his spikes. And then when he's not, he's rooted with his attacks. So, man, this is kind of annoying to do. Yeah, most of this hero rating is me completely dunking on Aizawa. If you do like Aizawa, I mean, comment a skill rotation or something and maybe I'll try that. But yeah, right now, I'm really hoping that my active cards, the cards I have on them, my maxed out gear, that all of that plays a role in me being able to fully get the 54 stars on Aizawa that I can. Let me go ahead and hope this lands. Did it miss? All right, 8 HP. I think I can do this. 5, 4. I'm gonna miss. I'm not gonna do it. Ugh. I'm telling you, man, he is not the one for me, man. He's not the one. I'm sure other people might have already finished it, but this is over 100k BP with a person that does not like Aizawa's playstyle. And it's just, I don't know, man. It's not gonna happen. I feel it. They're all grouped up. Okay, he's moving. He's moving. Let me go ahead and run over here. If this lands, I got it. It landed. Did it land? I'm not sure if it did. 22 HP is not gonna happen. This is probably the most I've ever retried. Ooh, what if I get him? How slow? Get there. Get there. I'm telling you, man. This is not it. This is not it. Let's go ahead and try this one. Okay, All Might did his thing. Now they're at 21 HP. If I can go ahead and get this active card in when I'm close. Let me get close. Let me get close. Let me throw it. And if it lands, boom! There you go. That's all I had to do. I had to just forget that Aizawa has skills and just make sure my active card lands. Listen, my advice is get active cards. No, but for real, the first time I ever completed hero rating, the thing that made the biggest difference for me was fusing all of my 6-star cards. Someone asked me in my previous video, how in the world can I become stronger, right? How can I finish certain content? And if I ever have videos on card fusing? The answer is yes. All the cards that you see me fuse in that video, those are the cards you will want to fuse. Pretty much, short list, the things that you do not want to fuse are your few active cards, unless you already have active cards on your 9 core people that you use in Super Co-op. If you do, sacrifice everything else, man. Snipe and Nezu. Those are the only ones that matter for active cards. And the ones you want to keep are the ones that give you a shield. I forgot her name, but she's kind of looking like a black cop. That shield card is good. Combat Fist is also a very good card. And Ectoplasm is a very good card. For the most part, those are the cards I have equipped in pretty much every one of my characters. So if it's not one of those cards, you can comment down below if you're not sure. I feel like there may be some other cards you might want to keep. But for the most part, fuse all of them, man. They don't matter. They don't. Just get yourself some 6-star cards. The thing that made the biggest difference for me was fusing those cards until I got the AM, the All Might active card. The second I got that card, because it groups people together for hero rating, and most of the DPSers in this game are kind of single target. If they're having AoE, it's a small AoE. That gathers them together and it really helps. The second thing that I gotta tell you, which I've also made a video for, but in case you weren't paying attention, get that guck out of your ears. You want to go ahead and make sure that you have people like the Crow, and you want to have people like Shota. If you have Shota, you can go ahead and you freeze them and they kind of come in towards your attack. And the same thing for the Crow. As long as you have the Crow, they also get sucked in. You'll see that for me, I have all those characters as my assist characters. All Might or Endeavor also are some assist characters that could actually also help you as well. So let's go ahead and try to get the DPS here. He is standing still. My dude's attacks are rooted, except for his weird step back and then his sort of like push past attack, where he kind of just distances himself from the people, man. It's very annoying. But hopefully I can go ahead and get this done right now. His shield is almost done. And let me try to get this. Wow. Well, I could have swore that I moved, but okay. I wonder if I can get damage while I'm doing that move right here, but I'm expecting huge damage. There you go. How many seconds do I have left? Not that great. Maybe I can go ahead and do it if my active card comes off cooldown, but it does not. I have a few seconds left. Amazing move right there. I got the block and All Might. All Might. Oh, 12. Okay, I have a few seconds left. I might not make it. This looks a lot like it's going to be a 2-star. Let's see if this lands right on time. It does. It does. It wasn't just that. It was the fact that I used the active card while that was happening. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Now, if you're wondering, hey, man, how do I get that active card where the guy picks up a huge ball and throws it? You can't. It's a World Hero Mission exclusive active card. I have it to B2. Hilariously enough, I actually did get another copy. But with that other copy, you can't break it through. You actually need 2 copies afterwards. So I ended up fusing that copy. I probably should have kept it and just put it on somebody else because it has a very high attack. And the funny thing about it, during PvP, if you throw that huge ball, the thing for me is that it used to miss a lot in the beginning. But apparently, if you just walk towards it during your attack while it's still on the ground, it's on the field, you get damaged by it. But, man, I'm almost done. But look at this, man. Do you see this? I don't have all the stars. I'm only missing one more character, which this video might come late. I am going to pull. I have a whole lot of stuff. I have a whole lot of hero coins. But this looks like this is it, man. I only get 54 more stars. So are there more characters coming to the game? Why is it that I'm not at 100% when I pretty much have all of the characters? I'm at 81.82%. Now that's going to go up once I get octopus arms. But it's weird that I'm not actually there yet. But look at that, man. 5, that's 15 attack, 15 defense, 90 HP. I'm only going to be able to say that one more time, but let's look at the final stats. We're missing one character. 7,650 HP, 1,275 defense, and 1,275 for attack. And of course, the skill rewards that are probably more important for you guys are also all maxed out at level 4. I'm looking forward to them maybe going back, because as you can see, you only need to hit maybe the first 1,000 or so stars, or maybe even like 900 or so stars to get all the rewards. But I'm hoping that they plug in some other ones. There you go, at 900. So when new characters are created, hopefully level 80, hopefully more difficult content, when all those things come back, I hope that they redo some hero rating stuff. That way, you know, it's an easier process for newer players to go ahead and get their games up. So Yeah, this video is probably going to come back pretty late, but if you never did get Stain, Stain's a great character to have, both for super co-op, both for PvP, just a very useful character. Might not be the greatest in AA, but he is very good at locking opponents down, and then you can just spam using the E, and then your regular attack will really help in things like Apex. But for right now, I'm going to go ahead and finish working on my Mirio to get him to double S. But let's see if I could actually triple S plus some of the older characters now. Getting pretty close here. I mean, not really, but there's really nothing else to do. You get these older characters, you can max them out. So like, subscribe, and stay tuned for another one.